Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Doom. And there's the end of the song, and that means live stream has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I want to apologize if I'm a few minutes late, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't get that much time to prepare, so I've been pretty busy so far, getting a walk-in in for the evening and then eating dinner, and it caused me to be a little bit later, but it's not a big deal. Hopefully you guys don't mind. So tonight we are in for a fun one. There's no VATSIM coverage on at this current moment, so we're just gonna be flying solo, and maybe we can do a little bit of beyond action. Yeah, why don't we do beyond tonight for a little bit? So, turn that on here in a moment. But first of all, I want to present everyone with our flight today. We're going to be flying out of Knoxville today with Allegiant Airlines on the Fenix A320 CFM engines. Something cool about this is it's a very short flight. It's an hour and 20 minutes. And we're going to be landing in Newark today. I'm glad we're landing in Newark because I don't think I've landed in, well, maybe I have landed in the new scenery once. But it's been a little while since I've been into Newark, so it'd be nice to do it again. The unfortunate thing about the Newark scenery is the static aircraft that comes with it. So we're going to be landing with static aircraft on the ground. I'm very disappointed in that because VATSIM does not allow you to do that, number one. But two, sometimes it just doesn't make sense to me. You have gates, and you could use those gates for something. I just think it doesn't make sense for the continuity of traffic. So that's going to be the unfortunate thing. We are in rainy weather right now, so we will be taking off with rain. And the good news is it? What way are the clouds moving? It might be clearing up, in fact. So we might be in okay condition for takeoff, if I had to guess. But we are in the mountain region, the Appalachian Mountain region, in northern Tennessee, so northeastern Tennessee. So that's really exciting. I really like Knoxville Airport. I've landed here once and I did pretty good. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've done Newark, so really excited, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Everything should be on, ready to go. Grab the aircraft. Man, that is loud. Hold on. Phoenix is a loud aircraft, ladies and gentlemen. You also see my hair blowing around. That's the fans in my room. Let's get chat up. Chat, how's everyone doing today? Everyone having a great time? Great Wednesday. Memorial Week coming up this weekend. I'm really excited for that. Simbrief saying there's something mismatched. So, go ahead and get the takeoff information. So, we'll get the altimeter and information ready to go here momentarily. Let's go ahead and turn our Beyond ATC on here in 1 second. I know the title says VATSIM, ladies and gentlemen, and trust me, I do want to do VATSIM sometime this flight. I might do it up toward DC because Potomac Approach is on. Though, I doubt we are going to be on a frequency. But it doesn't hurt to try. I doubt it, though. But it is starting to... The sun's starting to come out in Knoxville. So, fantastic. We have an okay freeway in Knoxville. It's not terrible. Ground textures are pretty good. I wish the building scenery were a tiny bit better, but this is not terrible. It's all right. While we're here, let's go ahead and get our AOC menu and flight initialization optimized. And download complete. Alright, there's our alternative. BDL's our alternative today. So that should be okay. I doubt it's going to be that bad coming in. I might even see if I can make our alternative JFK, if need be. So it was AA Alpha Alpha Yankee 1401 for our flight plan today. Our cost index, let me check our sim brief. Cost index is going to be 23. Fantastic. It's not terrible. And then our cruise is 370 or 370. Nice. Grab our winds for today. Those are pretty important. We will be flying in the dark, ladies and gentlemen, in the later half of this flight. But so far, it's not terrible right now. We are getting a little bit more sunlight, so I'm really excited for that. There is no SID out of Knoxville today. I don't know why there isn't. It could be the popularity of the airport, or maybe that the waypoints they've not developed, the Federal Aviation Administration has not developed SIDs in this part of the world, perhaps. This very tiny part. So, let's continue on, shall we? So today, in Knoxville, where are we departing? In fact, let me get our sim brief up and grab that information for you all. Well, there's our departure information today, the SID. And there's our beyond. Okay, let me go ahead and get that installed. There you go. Fantastic. Okay. Uh-oh. Hold on. This is TYS, runway 05. Let me verify that's correct, ladies and gentlemen. Just 1 second, if you don't mind. Okay. TYS Knoxville. Okay, so today they are departing 5 left, which is kind of interesting. They're not using 05 right. 05 left. There is Knoxville 7, which potentially could be used. We could possibly use that SID if it works, but if not, there is no SID. So we'll give Knox, I don't know what V means. 7. I'm trying to think of what V means in... V means in military language. See what that looks like. See if it works out. Alright, go to the plan mode. Alright, so that... Actually, that's not a bad SID coming out of Knoxville. Our arrival today, however, is a bit different. We're arriving on runway 22 left today. And this will be ILS 22 left. And we're going to be coming in over the north side of New York, on the western side, eastern side of New Jersey, right near New York City. So, the star today is going to be Philbo 4. There it is. Philbo 4. Our transition today will be GVE. And then we'll check our approach VS page. We'll try pattern. See what that does. And then let's go to the plan mode, see how it works. Alright. So far, I'm liking this. Okay, so it sounds like we'd be taking a vector in. Ah, okay. So we'll be vectoring in from Philbo to pattern, and then taking the approach in. So either what we could do is take it direct from that last waypoint to pattern, and then come in for the ILS. Or, depending on how high we are, we could take the approach in. So, we want to be at flight level 15 coming in on final, so that's very good. That sounds about right to me. Newark is not that high up in altitude, if I understand correctly, so it's pretty good. Let's wait until we get our ATC clearance on before we put in our altitude. Let's go ahead and get our lights on, our cabin lights. And let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and load our aircraft. Let's do boarding and refueling. I should have done that a few minutes ago, to be honest. Alright, floodlight coming on, transponder is on, TA mode is on. Fantastic. Things are running really smoothly right now, so I'm really glad. So fantastic. We got our stuff ready to go. Beyond ATC, let's go ahead and turn you on. Oh, okay. Oops. And it sounds like, ladies and gentlemen, even though they didn't have a star listed on SimBrief, a proper star, it looks like the MCDU had an okay star coming out of Knoxville, so I will be following that out of, or no, sorry, the SID. I mean, looks like they had an okay SID coming in, or coming out of Knoxville, so I'm respected. I respect that. Alright, let's go look at ChartFox while we are waiting for our aircraft to board up. Okay, EWR. I'm not as worried about the charts coming out of Knoxville because the Knoxville charts are probably are not as specific, but Newark is going to be a little bit more. Okay, so let's check our charts, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? Hang on just a second. We're going to be doing IFR today.
Beyond ATC connected.
Alright, so this waypoint is Dillon. Wherever it is. I don't know where we are. Somto, okay. Somto, we want to be at flight level 110. Dillon, we want to be at flight level 80. That's correct. So some of these constraints are correct. Bilbo, I don't think the constraints are looking terrible. Steve, we be at between flight level 170 and 130, so under 170 and pull above 130. That's correct. Charts are looking pretty good so far. So there you go. And then we will consider the charts coming in before then. DQO. Flight level 200, that's correct. Berber is 270. That's correct. Is it Paleo or Swan? It's Paleo, okay. Paleo, they don't give a particular altitude. Belize is not a particular altitude. GVE. That's probably Gordonsville. Yeah, I'm gonna say that our charts are looking fine. Our charts are fine. So, I'm not that worried coming in. And let's look at the approach, though. I mean, let's look at the approach. 22 left today. I've been wanting to land 22 left. I've always landed 04 right, but it's a nice change that we're doing 22 left today. All right, so at I'm liking the charts coming into Newark so far. I don't think they're terrible. Okay. All right, we've got a group of them right here, so fantastic. At Buzzard, we want to be at flight level 15. Zavp, flight level 20. Gimme, flight level 25. That looks good. Izeko. We want to be at flight level, it doesn't say, but that's probably good right there. Do they give a constraint of 210 knots? I don't know. I don't know, and I just heard something. Huh. I'd have to look at the charts, or I'd have to look at what they are saying. But we do have a minimum today in Newark, and that is 210. So we'll go ahead and type that in. So now that we have that, we could go to our perf information. Next phase, descent, approach, 210 is the minimum today coming into Newark. All right, awesome. So that's kind of what's going on. I'm just thinking, ladies and gentlemen, we might want to be at speed 180 at Izeko. Let me look at the flight plan coming in. Or let me look at Newark Live and see how far a sample plane is going in at that waypoint. So I guess, yeah, I guess 210's not bad. But then we just slow down. Okay. I guess the charts are right. Hard to say, however. So I'm not sure. We'll judge it at the time. We'll turn on the approach phase coming in. It's hard to say. But on final, you do want to be at speed 180. So I'm curious. Is it that long of a final? Huh. Something's telling me we want to be at speed 180. I mean, I don't know. But we'll do it. We'll do it. If not, well, they don't say anything. Oh, well, actually, they do say something. 210 knots. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, you know what? I'll trust it. Trust it. I shall. All right, fantastic. All right, let's see what beyond ATC traffic. Oh my goodness, we have Allegiants all over the place. That's, I guess that's nice. And we're at 33% fuel today. It's not a bad flight. One other thing before we start beyond is we want to get windy.com activated to check our weather information too, so that I can get an understanding of the I want to get an understanding of the altimeter coming out of whatchamacallit, altimeter 3004. Nice and nice. All right. Fantastic. Getting all of our... I don't know what that is, ladies and gentlemen. Do you hear that? You hear like a zing sound. That's... Did y'all hear that? Or maybe it's just me on the screen, I'm not sure. Okay, let me turn this stuff off. Now, it's time for me to get ready with communication. So, let me get our ground clearance ready to go. Hold on a second. Let me get my notes out. They won't say a SID today due to my flight plan, but they will probably give me a squawk. I'm guessing 121.9er for frequency. They'll probably give me ATIS information, 3004. Legion 1401, requesting IFR clearance from Knoxville to Newark. Oh, this is Unicom. Legion 1401, requesting IFR clearance from Knoxville to Newark, and good evening.
Allegiant 1401, Knoxville clearance. Verify you have information Alpha. Clear to Newark Liberty Airport. Radar vectors Pulaski. Then is filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 123.9er. Squawk 6345.
Oh shoot! No! I didn't want that.
Cleared to Newark Liberty Airport.
Information
Radar
Alpha.
Vectors Pulaski. Then as filed. Maintain 5,000.
Radar
Expect
vectors
flight level
PSK.
370, 10 minutes after
So,
departure. Departure
pilot
frequency
050.
123.9er. Squawk 6345. Allegiant 1401.
Oh, dang it. That's my fault. I forgot.
Allegiant
I've not used Beyond in a long
Read back
time.
correct. Contact ground 121.9er.
Is it relaying people on?
When ready for push or start.
121.9er when ready for push and start. Allegiant 1409er. Alright, fantastic. Squawk 6345. Yep. 6345. Identify. Alrighty.
Hold short of runway 5 right.
Fantastic. Has it cleared? Oh my god, it has cleared. Look at it. Wait, what? We're on live weather?
Charlie Juliet.
All of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, what in the world did the clouds move out of nowhere? That doesn't make sense. How did the clouds just move all of a sudden? Huh. Well, we've got a really nice departure today. Looks like it. We're going to be flying over the Appalachian Mountains today, so that's going to be fun. And into the busy skies of the New York airspace. So, really excited. Like I said, we're boarding packs, so we should be in the air ready to go.
Delta 1972,
in no
gate
time.
tree, request pushback.
Delta 1972, Knoxville ground, pushback approved. Face northwest.
Did we turn off our...
Pushback
Okay, we
and
did.
engine start approved. Face northwest, Delta 1972.
So we've got 119 packs today, so we've got a okay amount, not too bad. Not super busy, but it's reasonably busy. Alright. Who's ready to fly into Newark today? Because I am. So Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a fun flight. We're doing almost 4 hours. The flight is Dubai to Mali, or Maldives, and it's a mini island airport, and the approach into Maldives, from what I hear, is phenomenal. Alright. Go ahead and turn our seatbelts on. And our emergency lights on. So, I'm ready for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that we don't firm it today.
Delta 1972,
I want to actually do
request
fine
taxi.
in Newark. I don't want to come in too high nor too low.
Runway 5 right taxi via Romeo 1 Alpha.
But,
Runway
yeah.
5 right taxi via Romeo 1 Alpha, Delta 1972.
information Pulaski. So we're going to be vectoring radar vectors to PSK. But that doesn't make sense. So they give... Hey, what's the runway heading today? Where is information PSK? Where exactly? PSK. Okay. You know what it could be? We probably... What does it mean? What does it mean? Radar vectors PSK. Let's look at that. Yeah. Okay. I think what we want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is as soon as we take off, we want to turn the aircraft to fly a specific heading to PSK. I think that's how they're going to take me out of Knoxville today. So I'm going to go ahead and follow
Delta
it.
1972, contact Knoxville Tower 121.2.
Now, do I trust Beyond with vectors? No.
Over to Tower 121.2.
I would much rather
Delta
trust VATSIM
1972.
with vectors. But I'll do it because there are no SIDs coming out, except for one apparently, which I chose. There is one SID coming out of Knoxville, though it was nothing about it was on SimBrief, so I'm... Let me check. Do they have this SID that I selected? Let's look. Okay, so it's KN... Knoxville 7. Let's see. Yeah, they do have the SID. How does that make sense? I legitimately don't get that. How did that SID not pop up? Okay. Well, here's what I could do. I could try and ask Beyond if I can follow the Knox Victor 7 SID. Legion 1401. According to my flight charts, I've got a SID Knox Victor 7 coming out of Knoxville 05 left departure. Can I follow that for departure instead of radar vectors VXV? Or sorry, PSK. See what it does. I'm actually curious how it responds to me. It will process my request.
Allegiant 1401, unable to change your departure procedure. You will follow radar vectors as filed.
Okay. Sounds good.
All aircraft be advised information Bravo now current, altimeter 3003.
Alrighty. That will do. I know, it does sound disappointing, but it is what it is. $102, so we got a little over, like 15 more packs to board. Then we're ready, ladies and gentlemen. That chart light here, that's interesting. Never knew that was in the Phoenix. What in the world's going on with the gate? 10 packs, 9 packs. Wow, what in the... It just turned from... That doesn't make sense. How can you be sunny and then all of a sudden rainy? Weather's live. Live. That does not make sense to me. Is it raining in Knoxville right now? Let me check. Or was it sunny? That did not make sense to me whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. But we might have a rainy departure today. Is it? Oh, wow. Yeah, it is definitely raining in Knoxville right now, so, okay. No need to worry. Alright, let's go ahead and send that info to the MCDU, and then let's also get our departure perf today. Okay, so what we probably did is the flight plan was a tad bit changed, so we'll go ahead and just do the mass imbalance one more time. Reset all, load. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Oh, I see. Instant. Alright. Send to MCDU. Ground services. Departure perf. Load sheet. Weather. Calculate. Send. Fantastic. So, let's go ahead and go to our perf page. Make sure we have all of our info. Yes, we do. Flaps 1. That's good. And then, in our fuel preds, we've got everything. Fantastic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our departure, our pushback procedure. So let's go ahead and get our APUs on. Ready to go. Go ahead and operate the jetway. Beacon can come on. What in the world? Oh, that's cool. GSX, did you just... Ladies and gentlemen, did you just see that? GSX just got a new menu. That's really cool. I like how interactive it is. Look at this. Wow. Look at that. I'm actually... Give me a second to... Oh, come on. Wow. Even though they don't give me much of a chance to see it. Allegiant 1401, requesting pushback and engine start.
Allegiant
Fantastic.
1401, Knoxville ground, pushback approved. Face southwest.
Wow. Face northwest, pushback and engine start approved. Allegiant 1401. Actually, sorry, southwest. Alrighty. Wait for the pushback tug to attach. I don't know why it didn't come on, but okay. Alright, our ignition is ready to go. I'm waiting. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be on time. Well, even though we started the stream lane, we'll be... Well, it's 7:30, but it will be... I'll consider it on time. We want to get out of here pretty soon, so...
November 985 Juliet Alpha, at ramp Whiskey 29er, request pushback.
November 985
Let's
Juliet
do
Alpha,
this.
Knoxville ground, pushback approved. Face southwest.
Pushback and engine start approved, face southwest, November 985 Juliet Alpha.
All right, we're pushing back. I love GSX, and now that they've made it better. Oh, wow. While we're pushing back, I want to see this. They've really... Oh, wow. I think this GSX update... They've made everything much simpler. The interfaces. Oh, wow. I did not expect that to happen.
Juliet Alpha. Request taxi to the active.
I love this new GSX update, ladies and gentlemen.
November 985 Juliet Alpha, runway 5 right.
Okay,
Taxi
parking
via
brakes.
Golf, Bravo 2, Bravo. Tango,
Engine 2.
Alpha 4, Alpha. Hold short of runway 5 left.
Runway 5 right, taxi via Golf, Bravo 2, Bravo, Tango, Alpha 4, Alpha, holding short of runway 5 left, November 985 Juliet Alpha.
Alrighty.
Flight choice 62, taxi to ramp in E28 via Bravo 4, Bravo, Yankee. Hold short of runway 5 right. Taxi to ramp in E28 via Bravo 4, Bravo, Yankee. Hold short of runway 5 right. Flight choice 62. November 985 Juliet Alpha. Cross runway 5 left at Bravo 2. Hold short of runway 5 right.
Cross runway 5 left at Bravo 2.
Alright, ignition
hold short of
can
runway
come
5
back to
right.
normal.
November
APUs can
985
come
Juliet
off.
Alpha.
Fantastic. Flaps coming down. Speed brakes test. Fantastic. Works perfectly. Alright, let's come over to our cockpit view. Go ahead and test the rudders, make sure they work. Looks good to me. Test our side stick, make sure it works. Fantastic. I appreciate this. This is awesome. All right. One other thing we have to do is turn our taxi light on. Fantastic. Now that we have that all ready to go, get our trim ready to go. Down 0.3 degrees. .3 down, and we've got down 0.3.
Flight choice 62,
Fantastic.
cross runway 5 right at Yankee. Taxi
Takeoff
to ramp in
config.
E28 via Yankee. Alpha 7, Romeo 5.
Takeoff config normal. Spoilers.
Cross
Max
runway
auto brake
5
we
right
need.
at Yankee.
Fantastic.
Taxi to ramp in E28 via Yankee.
Spoilers.
Alpha
Let's
7,
arm
Romeo
them.
5. Flight choice
Ignition
62.
on normal. APUs look off to me. Taxi lights should be on, if I'm correct. Am I right?
November 985 Juliet
Fantastic.
Alpha. Cross runway 5 right at
Nice.
Tango. Hold
All
short
right.
of runway 5 right.
Takeoff config normal. Signs on.
Cross runway
All
5
right, we're ready to
at
go.
Tango, holding short of runway 5 right, November 985 Juliet Alpha.
Allegiant 1401 heavy or 1401 requesting taxi to runway 05 left.
Allegiant 1401, runway 5 left. Taxi via Romeo 2, Alpha, Tango, Bravo. Hold short of runway 5
Romeo
right.
2 Alpha Bravo Tango. Romeo 2 Alpha Bravo Tango. Hold short of runway 05 right. Allegiant 1401 heavy. I just said heavy. Jeez Louise.
Negative. Clarify departure runway 5 left.
So it's not bad. Clarified departure runway 05 left. Allegiant 1401.
Negative. Clarify departure runway 5 left.
Clarified departure 5 left. Allegiant 1401. Thank you. Let's do this. Whoops, I went the wrong way. I misfollowed a taxi instruction. Whoopsie on me. Always have your map on before you get started. Alright, so we're going to make a cross at runway 05 right. Fantastic.
Allegiant 1401, cross runway 5 right at Alpha 4, hold short of runway 5 right.
Hold short at 5 right, cross runway 05 right at Alpha 4, Allegiant 1401. Fantastic.
Allegiant 1401, hold short of runway 5 right, stand by.
Stand by, hold short of runway 05, or sorry, runway 5 right, Allegiant 1401.
Allegiant 1401, cross runway 5 right at Bravo 1.
Cross runway 5 right at Bravo 1, Allegiant 1401. Huh? I mean, making a left-hand turn. That's bizarre.
Traffic.
I hear ya. Oh, maybe they don't connect. I see.
Allegiant 1401, contact Knoxville Tower 121.2.
121.2, Allegiant 1401. Before we request takeoff clearance, I'm gonna do a couple things. Get the vertical stream ready to go. Not the thrustmaster, but the side stick. And then get our Alvatex off our stats a little bit so that you all could see it a little bit more.
Say again.
Hold on. Just a second. Alright, PAX. Takeoff lights. Landing lights. Runway lights. Strobe lights. Fantastic. We're going to turn on the wings because it is starting to get dark and we might be in clouds for a little bit. TA, RA mode. And then we should be ready to go. Legion 1401 requesting takeoff clearance. Runway 5 left.
Allegiant 1401, Knoxville Tower, wind 330 at Niner, fly runway heading, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 5 left, Allegiant 1401 heavy. Why do I keep saying heavy? I don't get that. I'm sorry. Alright, sounds up. Strobes on. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. One rotate. Ooh. All right, fantastic. We're up. All right, positive rate. V2. Gears coming up.
Allegiant 1401,
Knoxville departure, Allegiant 1401. God, that is really windy. Knoxville, whoops. Knoxville departure, Allegiant 1401 at flight level 25, ascending to flight level 50. Alright, PAX, you need to come on now.
Allegiant 1401, Knoxville departure. Good evening. Radar contact. Climb maintain
Whoa.
level 180.
180, Allegiant 1401. Alright, autopilot.
1401, turn right, heading 070.
070, Allegiant 1401.
Negative, turn right, heading 070.
Turn right heading 070, Allegiant 1401. Alright, we're up, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Did you all see that wind at the takeoff? That was something. We can climb a flight level 180.
Endeavour 5203, contact Knoxville Tower 121.2.
Contact Tower 121.2. Endeavor
I don't know why our
5203.
calls are not working, our wipers. Alright. Not bad departure, but it was the wind that was getting me. I don't know why my wipers. Bro. Don't tell me that my wipers are glitch. We're just flying heading level.
Allegiant 1401, cleared direct Pulaski.
Pulaski.
Resume own navigation.
Clear direct, Pulaski, resume on navigation, Allegiant 1401. I wonder...
American 25,
Dude, I don't know
turn
what's
left,
going on,
heading
but my wipers
045.
are not working. I don't understand
Turn
that.
left,
That...
heading 045.
Oh my.
American 2550.
Alright, flight level 10... Or 100...
American 2550, airport is at your 10 o'clock,
Wow.
4 miles.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you all
The
seeing
field in
this?
sight.
What a storm, and I can't
Field
even
in
get my
sight.
wipers
American
activated.
2550.
Oh, we might be out of it a little bit.
American 2550, cleared visual
There you
approach
go.
runway 5 left.
Cleared visual approach 5 left. American 2550.
American 2550, turn left, heading 045.
Alright, flight
descend, maintain
level
2,000 feet.
110. Fantastic. Wing can come off.
045. Descend, maintain 2,000 feet. American 2550.
American
This is
2550,
fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. I mean,
contact
just
Knoxville Tower 121.2.
turn out of a
One.
rainstorm. That was
Contact
something.
Tower 121.2.
Woo!
American 2550.
I've never seen the wipers not work before. That's bizarre. Wow, look at us going over the clouds. Y'all see this? Wow. That's insane. Now do the wipers work? Huh. Alright, flight level 140. I couldn't believe that departure. That was something. Wind was gusty. Gusty winds. Also, the rain coming out of Knoxville was insane. I thought the weather changed, but I was wrong.
5224. Good evening. Leaving flight
I knew
level
there was something not
259er,
right.
Descending to flight level 180 with information Bravo.
Allegiant 1401, contact Atlanta Center 127.55.
All right.
Take care.
127.55, okay. 127.55, Allegiant 1401. Atlanta Center, Allegiant 1401 at flight level 162, ascending to flight level 180.
Allegiant 1401, Atlanta Center. Climb and maintain flight level 370.
370, Allegiant 1401. Fantastic.
Atlanta Center, SkyWest 3947, leaving flight level 360, descending via Andre 1 arrival, runway 26 right.
SkyWest 3947.
This is not a long
Atlanta
flight,
Center,
ladies and gentlemen.
Radar contact.
So we are up on time. I'm thinking we're going to be down around 9:10ish. All right, there's transition altitude 18,000 or 180. So that's all good. So yay. Alright, fantastic. There's flight level 200 right now. Fantastic. Alright, seatbelts. That's awesome. We're going to be there in no time. 1 hour and 12 minutes. Do we have any crosswinds coming through? I am curious. Do we have any sign of winds? Or any, probably no jet streams, but crosswinds perhaps. Let's look, 390. The answer is no, we won't. But the winds might get, well, although maybe I'll say, the winds perhaps might get slightly better once we get more north. But we are going northeast too, so interesting. Oh, everything's going good. Go ahead and get the music playlist going.
Allegiant 1401, contact Atlanta Center 2785.
12785, Allegiant 1401. Atlanta Center, Allegiant 1401 at flight level 232, ascending to flight level 370.
Allegiant 1401, Atlanta Center.
Awesome. Thank you.
Atlanta Center, Delta 8880 Heavy, leaving flight level 331, descending via Andre 1 arrival, runway 26 right.
Delta 8880 Heavy, Atlanta Center, radar contact.
We are flying over mountains right now. It's just cloudy. It's insane. I wonder where the clouds will stop. Alright, let's see. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Being, for all curiosity's sakes, it looks like it won't stop until... Well, it's going to go all the way up to Newark. Is it rainy in Newark? Is it? Oh gosh, imagine if it is. There you are, music. Let me look. I shall look. Is it actually raining? It is raining in New York! Ha ha ha. Though it might be out of here by the time I get... Might be a little bit out of here. I think I chose a bad time to go to Newark, but okay. I'll try and land my aircraft with it, so... Wish me luck, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this doesn't... I don't fail tonight with the weather once again, so... I don't want to firm it. There are so many airplanes in Newark right now. All right. I'm 464, 465. That's great. I think I have pretty good speed. What's everyone doing on this Memorial Day weekend? I'm curious. Got an hour left. Wow. We might get on the ground a little bit, like right at 9 o'clock. That's... If we got airborne before then, that would be a little bit before. That would be fantastic.
Blue Streak 5293, Atlanta Center, radar contact. Climb, maintain flight level 280.
Oh, and there's that weather glitch.
Climb, maintain flight level 280.
I want live weather now. I don't know if there's any VATSIM on. Let's check, ladies and gentlemen. I shall check and see if there's any VATSIM on. Okay, so Potomac approaches. Oh. Fantastic. Wait. I could get on VATSIM and, yeah, why don't we? Let's do some VATSIM action, ladies and gentlemen. Let me, pre-file.
Delta 1516, contact Atlanta Center 127.55.
All right.
Contact Atlanta Center 127.55, Delta 1516.
Pre-file? Alright, we'll wait for VATSIM to... I want to turn off Beyond then. No one to use AI ADC when there's VATSIM, so... We're gonna tune... We're not gonna tune to it, but we're going to get the frequency ready for them to contact us. So... Currently... Okay, so we're in the end of the VATSIM frequency. So the center is Atlanta Center 132.9 or 75. We got plenty of time to tune it. One 132.9 or 75. Only tuning in the frequency. I'm gonna wait for them to call me. Could go off any minute. We are heading at a good speed. 56 minutes from now, we'll be on the ground. Already almost a quarter done with the flight. Will they have Newark on VATSIM? No, but they do have Boston Center on. Boston is busy all the time. Once we get a good Boston payware, then I'm going to definitely grab it. And we're going to do some Boston ops, ladies and gentlemen. But I hear that Atlanta is coming out soon. Next week sometime. Late May. So we will be doing Denver to Atlanta probably 2 weeks from now. And in fact, I might even, because of Atlanta, I might, instead of doing the flight Wednesday, I'm going to try and do the flight on release day. Regardless if I have a flight set up or not, I'm going to instantly change that thought. So I'm going, or change the original plan if we have something planned already. So I absolutely, I can't wait to play in Atlanta, do some piloting in Atlanta. So it will be fun. I'm really excited. I'm really excited, additionally. Well, I'm excited to purchase it. I don't know, I was thinking about getting Omaha as another payware airport. Because I do fly it here and there, so... No, we're still climbing. Will they contact us is the question. I didn't realize VATSIM was on until a few minutes ago. And I think they just came on as well. The Atlanta approach is on as well. Yeah. We got a few aircraft in Atlanta, but wait until Orbit's Atlanta comes out. That will be VATSIM. It will be crowded on VATSIM. I'm not joking. It will be. I can guarantee you. So, I'm going to be flying in Atlanta quite a bit. Once. Like, flights I have planned, or I have in mind. Denver to Atlanta will be number 1. Xcoder Denver to Atlanta. That would be a very good start. I think I'm going to do JFK to Atlanta and back. I'm debating on doing both routes to 350 because one of them does a 350 in real life and the other has never completed it before. So I might do the 350 both ways. Another thing I'm thinking of doing is perhaps doing Dulles to Atlanta and back. There is Vegas to Atlanta as well, so that's another interesting thought. So these are just some ideas. These are some ideas that I'm thinking of. So if you all have any ideas for Atlanta, please type them. You know what I'll do? Let's create a, no, not a poll, but maybe, okay. Hold on. Chat. Any ideas for Atlanta flights into the new or out of Orbix Atlanta at the end of May? Because I know it's in beta testing right now, and I know that YouTubers are testing it. So, chat, please, I want to hear some thoughts on Orbix Atlanta. I have a few in mind. When Vertical Sim Orlando comes out, I'm gonna redo the A350 flight once again. So I think that would be a fun one to do. The A350 Orlando to Atlanta and back. I did say Vegas to Atlanta. We could do LA to Atlanta one day. We did Atlanta to LA already. It didn't go that terrible. So, what else am I thinking of? What else? We've done DCA to Atlanta. Wow, I have so many thoughts in mind, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, there are so many airports that Atlanta flies to. We could do Dallas Fort Worth, I suppose. It's a big hub. I will say, from my first impressions of the scenery, from what I've seen on YouTube, the exterior is fantastic, but the interior is, I would say, above average, but not next level quality. It does not match Xcode or Denver, because there were a few gaps that I saw that were empty, and from what I've seen, there are no interior shots of, let's say, restaurants or cool playground stuff that kids like. And that's something that Pyro D has had in Belfast. But I'm going to say, though, it's not the best interior, but it's certainly doable. I can deal with it. It's just that exterior really is payware level. Ground textures are amazing. Exterior buildings look incredibly realistic to real life. The tram looks awesome as well. Something I'm really excited about. But I'm just really excited about flying more out of and into Atlanta. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Atlanta's going to be really popular. So I'm really looking forward to it. What about you all, chat? What do you think about Orbix Atlanta? This is something I'm really excited for. Alright. I think there's a lot of delays going on in Newark right now. I actually don't know what's going on at Newark in real life. But it is something I'm just incredibly excited for. I would recommend, chat, if you want to go and see some of the previews in Atlanta, YouTubers like Captain Canada, there was another YouTuber that I watched, I forgot his name. I think Owls was one that did it. Owls, Captain Canada. Oh, man. There were some others. I forgot their names. But they did some really nice previews of Orbix Atlanta. And I'm going to give the airport probably a solid... So far from what I'm seeing, I'm convinced to give it, because the exterior is probably a 10 out of 10 in my view, maybe a 9.5 or 9.8 out of 10, which is a really high grade for it. I'm gonna give the interior, I'm in between a B and a B plus on the interior. There are some really cool things in the interior. I'll also say, I forgot, chat, from the previews I've seen, they had this cleaner person. Cleaner staff, cleaning the airports with their vacuum. It was fantastic. The people move. Such a cool shot. It's just some of the airport lacks. So not some. Oh, a tiny bit in the airports. The interior lacks, which disappoints me. Unless, I will also say, this is just through my first glimpses of what I've seen. I'm so far going to give it an 8.8 out of 10. It does not reach a 9 out of 10 for me. Just yet. It might. I've not purchased it yet since it's not out. But I am thinking about it. I'm definitely going to purchase it. But my thoughts could change once I look at it for myself. So, that's me so far. B+. Like an 8.8 out of 10. That's good. I'm close to giving it a 9, but at the same time, I'm sorry to be a little bit nitpicky, but if I'm paying for something, I really want something worth it. So, do I think it's worth it? Oh yes, absolutely. I'm not saying Atlanta's not worth it, but I'm being honest about my review so far. Interior is mostly there. It's just it's missing one thing. So. Or missing a couple of things. It's just Denver was the best. So it looks like we're out in the VATSIM area. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go use the restroom for 1 minute, so I'll be right back. But yeah, please, in chat, I'd like to hear about Atlanta. What do you all think? So I'll be right back. Since there's no frequency. Chat, did VATSIM get back with me? Nope. Okay. Yeah, because we were in between areas, we didn't need to contact. Alright, we're near Lynchburg, Virginia. I know the Virginia corridors really well, so wow, look at all these. The Appalachian Mountains, ladies and gentlemen, right in front of us. These are the Shenandoahs. I had another idea while I was gone, chat. Why don't we... Pittsburgh to Atlanta might be a really nice one as well. I've never... Apparently there's a good freeware Pittsburgh. I'm really excited about. I mean, Pittsburgh really intrigues me. I've never flown into Pittsburgh before, so it'd be quite nice to try it. I'm really looking forward to Atlanta. We just get another weather. Live. Alright, 370. Still there. Nothing from VATSIM networks. I wonder if Approach will contact us. Alright. I didn't look for any other Atlanta flights, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but that's the main theme of our today's conversation. Let's start thinking about Orbix Atlanta. Start thinking about it. So, we got quite a few ideas. They're doing Minneapolis to Atlanta in the 767. When I get the 767, I'm doing the 300, not the 400. Let me see if there are any Phoenix ops that are good. We could do West Palm Beach if they did the A320. They're doing Midway in the A320. Oh, jeez. And they're doing Atlanta and Newark in the A321. Okay. LaGuardia does it in the A321, though. Let me see if they did a 320. Actually, LaGuardia to Atlanta might be interesting. I've not landed in LaGuardia in a little while. That might be... I might wait for that for an Atlanta flight. Yeah. Orbix Atlanta is going to be a busy time for me, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to be posting some content out. Let's see. Atlanta, LaGuardia. Doing some flight radar research. Okay. They do the 320 Neo, but I'm curious if they do the 320 in They do JFK to Atlanta on a JetBlue. I'd rather do the 350 Delta. Amsterdam to Atlanta 777 ops. Wait, how long did that take? The 777 flight. Took about 9 hours. Maybe an interesting long haul to do off camera. We were talking about Midway to Atlanta. Like I said, chat, Atlanta's busy. So if you have any thoughts or ideas, Atlanta's a vast selection. They do the PMDG 737-900. That one I don't have. They're doing Atlanta to Savannah in the 767-300. Someone explain, give me a rationale for that one. Huh. I find that quite unique. Quite unique. But I like the charts coming in Newark. All right, let me look at the LaGuardia to Atlanta one. Atlanta to LaGuardia. Let me look at the flight info. See if they do anything. They always do it in the 321. Okay. But maybe Flight Connections could do me a favor. Flight Connections is a nice software that I can find flights on. From Atlanta to LaGuardia. Let's look. We got one operating right now. Let's look. We want Delta. They do. It looks like they do Embraers. Well, I want to do the Delta ops. We have the 321. They have many 321 ops. Wow. It's a really busy route. I don't see any 320 ops, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. That's incredible. What about Frontier? Let's see what Frontier does. Oh. They do the FS slabs, so that could be an interesting possibility. I've not done the FS slabs in a little while. It's not one of my favorite aircrafts, but if we have to do it, we have to do it. But I have not landed in LaGuardia in a little while. It might be nice to retry a flight into LaGuardia on the C2 channel. What does Atlanta to Montreal do? Let me see if they do that. ATL, YUL, or CYUL. Yep. Let's look. Okay, they do Air Canada. Excuse me. A220s and Embraers. 767-300s. Oh, that's Air Canada cargo. That explains it. That might be an interesting. Once a 767 comes out, we're going to be doing quite a bit of cargo ops, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I might even do that as my main operation for the 767s. I'm going to do some cargo flights on the peak weekends. I've been wanting to do some cargo flights. Okay. Delta. Let's look. They do operate the 320. So that's great. Really? Yeah, they do the 320. May 18th, 2026. 2 days ago. Today they did the 319. So it does exist in Atlanta to Montreal, and it takes about 2 hours and 11 minutes on average. So yeah, I think we're in for something, perhaps. I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and begin getting our arrival information in, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm okay. Chat, I'm gonna keep my microphone on mute so you don't have to hear me hiccup. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so we've got all of our information for our descending information. We've got our minimum already due to the charts, so I am glad to report that. 210. I'm gonna kind of regulate how much I speak because of the potential of hiccups. Okay. No one has contacted me. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let me keep going. I can keep looking for flights. So Montreal's got some possibilities. I want to do some 350 ops into Atlanta. Maybe we can do LAX to Atlanta. That might be a nice one. It's going to take a little bit of a shorter time than the Atlanta to LA flight I did. Okay. Atlanta to Amsterdam is the A321neo. That's interesting. Atlanta to Amsterdam. JFK to Atlanta intrigues me. Atlanta to Salt Lake City. And there's the weather. It's a nice evening to find in Newark. It's just the storms I'm concerned about. And we're over halfway done. Yeah, there are some major storms coming into Newark, ladies and gentlemen, so... yay. I just hope today isn't a issue coming into Newark. Looks like we're coming up on DC. Is that DC down there, ladies and gentlemen? Oh yeah, that is. I can see DCA. I don't see the Jersey scenery yet, but yeah, that's definitely DCA. Look at that. We're coming right near it, so approaching. All right, 25 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Hey, it's cloudy over the East Coast. Got my sunglasses on. Oh, I forgot to turn off the... I need to get a haircut soon. I'm gonna start turning the altitude switch a little bit. VATSIM, do we have anything on? We have Potomac approach, but they have not contacted me. It's probably because I'm in the flight level 370 range and I'm not low enough. They don't have Newark on, but they have Teterboro Tower on, which is kind of interesting. Did they change wind directions in Newark? Because on VATSIM, they have... Wait a second. Let me look at something. Anything take off out of Newark? They did change! Oh, no way! Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, they change. 04 right. Oh, no way. So we're gonna have to figure out a new SID coming in. Oh. Yeah, hang on a second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they changed. Let me just make sure that's right. Yeah, I see that. Oh, an airplane just came in on runway 22. That doesn't make sense. It just took off. So we're gonna do 04 right today. Hang on. Let me see what they say. Yeah, they're in the uses of the 04s. Okay, 04 right. The SID today is gonna change. I think I'm gonna disconnect from VATSIM since there's no one on anyway, so. Well, this is not getting good because we need. Wow. What's the most popular SID coming into Newark, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't it, it's either Brandy 1, and I think it's Swan if I'm correct. I don't want to guess, but let's see. Insert, let's see. Oh, and then we're getting this glitch again. I don't understand that. It just changed directions, too. Something doesn't... Oh, wow. Okay, I've got an idea. Like, that's really confusing, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So Watt, Ja, and then... Okay, get rid of the VS. Get rid of the VS. Okay. Arrival, 04 right. Brandy, Swan, no VS today. I know we're supposed to do it, but it's kind of is ruining the approach. So, insert. If it will let me. I don't know why. I don't know why you're not letting me. Oh, gee. Look at that. Goodness. Oh. No wonder. No, I don't want a heading instruction. Hang on, 1 second. One second. Okay. Take it direct to Swan. And let's begin our top of descent, ladies and gentlemen. That, oh, wow. I mean, they just changed that, ladies and gentlemen. We're a bit late. Oh, and my camera's blurry. Do y'all see that as well? Why is my camera blurry? Well, at least you all could still see me. Let me just make sure the plan is correct. Looks good to me. That actually looks really good to me. I was not ready for that. So here's what I will do. Let's find a sit and star. I want to make sure that I'm using my flight plan right. And I want to do 04 right. Yes. I want new SIDS and stars. They're still giving me Filbo. Even though that's not the... I mean, if I can I'm not going to be able to land in Newark with VATSIM on because of the dang aircraft. Static aircraft. So now my camera is all good. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Like, they've not even updated. In SimBrief, they are not even updating. Huh. I'd like to edit the flight instead of... Huh. Wow. Unreal. Let me look at something. Yes, I'd like new SIDS and stars. Arrival runway 04 right. Okay. They're not giving it to me, so... I guess I'll have to check Charfox, ladies and gentlemen. Most common star into runway 04 right, Newark. Let's look. What online says. Google AI, what do you say? Velocity 4. Let me look at Velocity. Let me look. 211 is the minimum into runway 04. And are we on profile as well? I think we are, but I just want to double check. Oh, well. If there's nothing I can do, ladies and gentlemen, it's just that we don't fly on VATSIM for the rest of it, but I'll try. And yikes, there goes that weather again. And the weather, the bad weather's coming up. And that also cuts the flight time as well. So, we said minimum today is 211. Hold on a second. Flight time per phase. Next phase, 211. All right. I was shocked to see that they switched runways. Thank you for letting me know about that. It's Flight Radar and SimBrief. It was out of nowhere that they did that. Velocity. Let me try it. Hold on. 04 right. Star is going to be... I don't know. I'll try 04. Well, I do like the transition we have now. Yeah, try Velocity 4. Did they give me a transition? GE. Let's try that. Try it. And then... Oh, golly. And then 04 right. BOFC, and then BAF we'll try. Yeah, let's give that a go. What in the world? Yeah, I messed this up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my lord. Okay. Yeah, not good. Not good. Brandy. It was 1, if I'm correct. Insert 04 right. I have to really monitor this, ladies and gentlemen. Brandy. Swan. Insert. Let's do it. Yeah, that's about right. Heading level. Alright, let's take it direct to Ruth. Fantastic. Alright. Now everything's configured. Alright, I think we're gonna have a nicer arrival with this star coming in. I mean, I was not expecting this. Wow. Yeah, now that my VATSIM, I don't think, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be able to go on VATSIM for the rest of the flight. And I'm going to be real honest, ladies and gentlemen. There's no VATSIM on in Newark. It's just, what is this? New York approach, and that's for islip. Sounds like JFK as well, so there's no Newark on. So, I'm not going to use VATSIM for the rest of the flight, ladies and gentlemen. As much as I want to, with the flight plan, air technical issues going on, I'm not going to do it. Okay, transition altitude. Alright, we're approaching Philadelphia. One day I really want to fly into Philly. Ladies and gentlemen, before we do begin our approach, I'm going to go use the restroom very quickly. So I will be right back. And once we get back, we're going to get our procedures ready to go. But man, what a bizarre state that our flight's in right now. So I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. So, we are just cruising outside of Philadelphia right now. I was not expecting the change in what you call it, so... Alright, landing lights coming on. Taxi lights, runway lights, seat belts. And we'll also put on our wing lights as well. Alright. Alright, we're gonna turn off our music, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting closer to arrival, so we will be doing this. Wow, I was not expecting that all of a sudden shift. If I had more notice, I could have tried a little bit more better. Alright, 250 knots. How far are we from Newark, ladies and gentlemen? So we're about flight level 900. Or no, that's not the 900. 090. I mean, I can't believe they changed runways in Newark. So I saw the VATSIM radar. It's like, did they change directions? Yeah, they definitely changed directions, so... What I don't understand is... Yeah, they definitely changed directions, ladies and gentlemen. So, I am definitely impressed. I gotta check something here. What's going on our map? Okay. Okay, so at Watja, we wanted to... Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of Kilma. Or, sorry. Yeah, Kilma. Kilma. Get rid of that. And then... Yeah, we'll insert that. And then we'll take a direct... Or we're going to put Watcha. Get rid of the manual. And then the discontinuity. And then we're going to take it direct. Watcha. We don't need the... I don't know if we need the decel. Invalid delete. Okay. Alright. Couple things. Medium auto brake for Newark. Absolutely. Speed brakes. Fantastic. Landing. Glide slope. Fantastic. I keep thinking it's landing speed. But I'm wrong. Alright, couple other things. Landing rate monitor, checked. G's, checked. Just a second. Just a second. And then, the replay monitor. Go speed 220. We're gonna let our speed slow down a little bit. I know that we are at flight level 50 and flaps should go down. I'm very aware about that, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Now we could probably begin. Nope, not just yet. Come on, we got this. There you go. Take it direct to Gritty. Fantastic. Get our camera ready. Autopilot approach, ready to go. All right, we're off to a good start. Couple things. Sounds are coming up. There you go. Yokes are coming on. There you go. Let me go ahead and reposition the yoke as well. Just a second. Let me grab this thing under my desk. Okay, fantastic. All right, let's get back in. Let's do this. Uh-oh, hold on. Don't want that. I hear ya, I hear ya, I hear ya. Alright, let's go down to 200 knots. Fantastic. All right. Flaps 2 are down. Coming down. Our QNH still accurate. Let's look. 29er. All right, nice. I don't think I see the airport just yet. We are just flying, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, inside. Maybe we could have gone 220 now that I realize. Okay. Let's not. Now since it's already too late. But we're not going to go 180 because we're not quite there yet. 204 knots. I think I'm inside with the airport. Do I see it? Yep, inside. Yeah, you know what? We could probably engage. Probably not quite ready yet. I knew that we were a bit far, so that probably delayed our flight time by a minute or two. Oh well, I made that minor error. Our glide slope is starting to capture a little bit. I can see that diamond warming up. Alright, 04 right. It's capturing. I'm inside with the runway as well, so even better. So as soon as we get to gritty, we're going to turn down to 180 knots very fast. Now we can begin turning down to 180 knots. Fantastic. It's like, we were a bit far. Let's not go that far down. So, I realized I did a bit early. Fantastic. Alright. Just kind of recapturing a little bit. Okay, see the diamond. Activate approach phase. Alright, looks like it's activated already, so there you go. Alright, coming in. Let's do this. Wish me luck, ladies and gentlemen. No ATC on, it's too late. Unfortunately, so... Now get the camera ready to go. Jeez, no, not that. Oh yeah, it's because I'm moving over. Alright. Alright, that's good for now. We'll adjust it. Oh yeah, come on. Because I keep moving my camera over. We're still on though, so that's good. Gear coming down. My God, come on. Okay. Approach speed, fantastic. Goodness. Oh, that's good. Okay, 1,600 feet. All right, flot's full. All right, ladies and gentlemen, wish me luck. Let's do this. My goodness, no. Keep messing around with stuff. Holy crap. Keep me on profile. There you go. Go ahead and record. Getting the flight recording going. Replay. Let's do this. Disconnect. Alright. Control the aircraft. Let's do this. Goodness, why are we turning this aircraft? I don't want that. Bit low, come on. Why are we turning this aircraft? What the heck, man? Huh.
$500.
Oh gee, I don't really feel comfortable right now. What's going on? Okay, that's a lot better. You know, a bit low. Red, one white, gotta change that a little bit. Let it do its thing.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Not bad. Gave me a firm 211. All right, welcome to Newark, ladies and gentlemen. What did I get today? 210. Firmed, but not too firm. So it's in within that 220 variable. So I'm fine with that. Definitely wasn't too bad. 120 knots? Yeah, definitely. I'll accept it. Alrighty, welcome to Newark, ladies and gentlemen. Oops, we need taxi lights on. Warmer lights, turn off. Strobe lights, turn off. Wing light we can keep on. APUs. Fantastic. That center line was fantastic. Like, 210 is not the worst. Nor is it the best, either. So, alright. It's within that 220, whatchamacallit. So, I definitely didn't firm it too much. A little bit firm. Alright, strobes coming on. Welcome to Newark, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, strobes coming off. We can taxi to our own discretion. I might taxi down to the Alpha gates. I'm a bit upset that it was firm, ladies and gentlemen, but it is kind of on me that I didn't feel comfortable, and I shouldn't have synced it either. So. But it wasn't terrible. I thought it was fine. I don't know why on Wednesdays I firm it, and then on the weekends I butter it. It's insane. It's like Wednesdays are my bad luck days. But I didn't think it was bad either. I'm giving the landing an 8. That's definitely acceptable. Center line was great. Where I landed was fantastic. For Newark, that's really ideal. It's a bit difficult. Speed was good. G-force is not bad. I'm giving it an 8. That was not bad. It's just the FPM was a tiny bit high, but not too bad. 210 is not terrible. But again, I let the aircraft sink, and that's the problem. So, yeah. I will watch that again on taxi. What'd y'all think? Well, I'll watch it when I get to the gates. I'm actually curious how that went. Where did the real world flight park at? So I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it parked in the new terminal, if I'm correct. This is what I mean, the static aircraft, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have Beyond on, nor do I have, what's it called, on. I will say, it was a little bit firm, but it was not too bad. So it wasn't overly. But where I landed in speed was fantastic. I'm going to say that's an acceptable landing. Like, anything above 220 feet per minute is actually considered acceptable. Or, sorry, no, wait, what? Did I say above 220 feet per minute? No, that's not what I meant to say. What I meant to say is anything below 220 feet per minute, acceptable. It's not bad. There's the train. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is Drizzy Newark, so I'm really proud of this airport. And I don't think I even forgot. I don't think I did the callouts either. That's a mistake. 210 though, it's not bad. But people also don't worry about feet per minute either. That's another thing that people don't worry about. They don't worry as much about feet per minute, but they want a well-rounded landing. And this one, it's not terrible. Not terrible. Let's come into this gate. Does GSX give me a good gate here? Alpha 30. Fantastic. Oh my goodness, look at that. Taxi lights. I want to for people's eyes, that would not be good. I gotta say, I'm gonna watch the replay again Again, I let the Phoenix sink a little bit. That's probably on me. Because if I didn't, I think it would have gone a lot better. I don't know why I do. That's the point. All right. Oh, 0.1. Like a tiny bit of skew. All right, not bad though. Welcome to Newark, ladies and gentlemen. Parking brakes on. All right, now can let go. Woo! Oh, actually, it gives me 0.0. Look at that. Seatbelts off. Give the engines a second. Ha! They're giving me the dance. Look at that. Hello! I see ya. Thank you for the dance. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Well, 210 is not... It's not horrible. It's definitely not my worst. It's probably mid that I've had. It's not terrible. I want to see what happens though. Alright, we could probably in a second get the beacon ready. Give the engine a second to cool down. I'm going to watch that again, ladies and gentlemen. I really want to see what happened. Like, what did cheese give me today? I'm actually curious. What did cheese? What did it give me? Today it gave me a 183. Let's look at it. Let's see if it looks like a 183 or a 210. Let's look. I'm going to watch it again, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we could probably now go ahead and turn our beacons off and deboard. Deboard. Letting the engine shut off. Let's watch the flare. It felt a bit firm to me. Wait. Felt a bit firm to me. Wait, hold on now. What did I say to it the last second though? That's really weird. See that? Huh. I felt the... Yeah. Definitely was a bit firm to me. Let me look it up. Is a negative 210 an acceptable FPM for landing? Let me look it up. .240 to 300 feet per minute is considered a hard one. It was definitely firm, but it wasn't hard. Are firm landings bad? They're not bad. They are often deliberate safety measures chosen by... Oh, okay. But it wasn't a bad touchdown either. So I do think that, yes, I shouldn't have let it sink. I think I should have been a little bit more deliberate with how I flare. I need to stop sinking the Phoenix. Whereas the 777, I have to let it sink. But yeah, that was definitely firm. Okay. Well, not terrible, but not terrible for Newark either. So, well, I'll keep it. I wonder what that brings my average to. 155. I mean, it was at 154. 155 is not going to be terrible. So, 306 hours. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's disappointing, but that's firm. But I could say that, ouch, my back hurts, but yeah. But definitely did an overall solid job, this flight. 210 feet per minute, 120 knots, 1.05. I've got to stop firming it, though. It's like this past weekend, I've not gotten any firms. I get 2 out of 3 flights firm. Or no, 2 out of 3 flights smooth, but then 1 flight's firm. It's because I am, what's it called, ladies and gentlemen? I'm letting the Phoenix sink. I don't know why. That's the problem with this, so yeah. But I'll show it to you all. The landing did not suck. But for Newark, it actually is not terrible. So, hang on, let me... Here, look at this. 1, 2, 3. Like, in between the 3rd and 4th square, that is absolutely perfect for a touchdown. Center line was almost perfect. I'm probably giving that a 9. Speed was good. G-force, I'm not going to consider G-force. Taxiway, where I got off of, really good. It's just the landing rate. The feet per minute was the only error that I made. That's all. I think the flare was the only problem. So, that's what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. That's my fault. I apologize. But, out of 10, what would I give this landing rate? I'm actually thinking this is an acceptable landing for Newark. Because you have to think, if you go past the 4th square, it's going to start getting too late. But, in between the 3rd and 4th square, for Newark, fantastic. That's where you should land. It's exactly where you should touch down in Newark, too. Okay, so what else was interesting about it? Approach was really good. That was a really nice direct that I took, so I'm really glad that I handled that really well. Yeah. I'm giving this an 8. It's not bad. It's just the firm is keeping me from... What's it called? Firm is keeping me from giving it an 8.5, to be honest with you. So, and I'm going to say this too. Landing rate landing rate you do want to prioritize, but you also don't want it to be the main prioritization either. So you want many things. But where I touch down and everything, I'm fine with it. It's not terrible. So... I'll accept it. It's not bad. Wish it could have been a bit smoother, but it certainly was not horrible. Not horrible at all. But it definitely, when I looked at it, like the last second, I thought it could have been a 180 or in between, but the vertical speed, it definitely looked firm to me. And looking at it, it did look firm, so... Yeah, I don't know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. But also, well, all the calls are on. Most of them are on, so that's good. So we got 51 passengers to deboard, then we'll look at the replay, and then we'll end it off, ladies and gentlemen. It was not terrible. Not terrible. It's just a little bit firm. It's actually my least firm I've had, so that's a good step. I have to work on my Wednesday flights. It was probably in the low firm category. Low firm. And according to it was a moderate pilot error, I'll say. But no pilot's perfect, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say that no one is. They're experienced, yes, but I think we need to just relax it a little bit. It'll be fine. But if I'm going to let it sink, maybe I need to flare a little bit more, have a little bit more of a grip on the flare at 30 feet. I'm going to watch it again. So, I'm disappointed a little bit in the FPM, but it wasn't too bad either. I feel moderate about it, because, let me say this. Where I landed in Newark, that was fine. But the FPM felt a bit firm. Not super firm, but a little bit firm. It's definitely not smooth either. It's moderate. But it was definitely not hard. Not my worst I've had. I've had much worse. The landing in Japan not long ago was worse than this. Okay. And we'll watch the landing, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we'll watch the replay and we'll see what I thought. Like, for some reason, at the last second, I kind of want to say, like, if I didn't let it sink, yeah, I think the sinking method's not working. But for Newark, it's not terrible. Not terrible. Okay. I'm a little bit disappointed, but it's not, for Newark though, it's not terrible. But everything else about the landing was perfect. Where I touched down, speed, it's a kind of a trade-off too, so. Yes, both. I can't believe how much GSX has changed. I'm gonna give this solid flight experience, ladies and gentlemen, probably a 9. Probably a 9. I think it was really well done, except for the flare. That was not the greatest, but it's still anything below 220 feet per minute, I will accept. It's not terrible. It's not gonna totally destroy my... It only went up by 1. It's not going to be a huge issue. Alright, let's go ahead and watch the replay. After these pilots keep word. I want to watch the landing. And make sure that I'm not in VATSIM this time. Okay, it says connect. Okay, good. So I'm disconnected. I'm going to close off VPilot as well. So, good, good, good. All right. I don't want to make that same mistake I did last time, so. All right, let's watch the replay, ladies and gentlemen. I'm curious. Take landing rate monitor off. Take G's off. Take LTEX off. And then where's G's? Quit. All right, let's see the replay.
Too low. Terrain. Don't sink.
Retard.
Okay, right here. I want to see what happens. Yeah, that definitely felt a bit firm to me. Not too bad, but still a bit firm. Oh my god, that brake band sounds gonna get annoying. Let's see what happens. That looks firm to me. Looks firm to me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm unfortunate to say that, but that was firm to me. I might even say it could have been a little bit higher than 210. I want to watch this. That brake sound's gonna really annoy me. Yeah. You know, I might even say it's a 240, 250. That, oh, wow. Watch one more time. I want to see this. I want to see how hard the tires. Wow. Let's see. Oh, flare error. Yep. I'm gonna give that I'm gonna probably say that's a 236 FPM. That's probably a bit higher than 210. I don't know. That felt. I might even downgrade my FPM to a 7.5, perhaps. Not sure. All right. Well, I appreciate you all watching tonight. I appreciate your time, your attention, and thank you all. It's been a pleasure being your pilot. We'll be back on Saturday for some Maldives action from Dubai. So, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your time. And as always, we'll see you in the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching.